Hey guys, a bombshell report has just been released that details how Chuck Schumer actually pushed Joe Biden out of the 2024 race. You don't want to miss this.
Yep. All right. Now from Capitol Hill to the White House after Joe Biden gave his final interview as president last night over on MSNBC.
Senior White House correspondent Peter Doocy joins us now. Hey, Peter.
Good morning. And the thing that people loved about Joe Biden forever is that he was kind of an open book. He always joked that he would get in trouble because he says what he means and he means what he says. But he has had nothing to say about Nancy Pelosi's role in squeezing him out. A big part of the reason that he was removed from the ticket. Of course, it doesn't help when the exit interview on MSNBC last night doesn't ask him about her. But we do have a brand new window in the last hour or so into the way Chuck Schumer helped get rid of Biden. Just published in the New York Times about a meeting this summer in Rehoboth, Delaware. Schumer said, if there's a secret ballot in the Senate, Mr. President, Schumer said, my guess is you get at most 5 yeses. Really? Mr. Biden responded, I know my caucus. Mr. Schumer told him, you know, I know my caucus. And Mr. Biden nodded, despite the fact that Democrats then elevated someone who never got a primary vote to the top of the ticket. The president says the real threat to democracy is in the future.
I really am concerned about how fragile democracy is. I guess what I'm worried about is that the thing that keeps it on track are the guardrails. There's a Supreme Court that's independent, but accountable. There's a Congress that you speak your mind, but you're held accountable to basic standards. There's a presidency that says you have really limited powers. I mean, you're the top dog, but you're not. You can't dictate everything. And I don't know. We just seem to be chipping away at all those elements.
Later on this afternoon, President Biden is going to deliver remarks to the Conference of Mayors here in Washington. Then he's got a trip listed to join Pace Andrews, even though he's not flying anywhere. So he is either going to thank the Air Force One and Marine One crews or maybe welcome a special guest. We haven't been told yet. Back to you.
Interesting stuff. Peter, I've got a quick question for you. That was his last interview. Nobody over the last 4 years has gotten Joe Biden to say more about stuff he didn't want to say than you did. You know, you were constantly barking questions at him. And most famously, you yelled at him about inflation and he called you a stupid SOB. Since this is your last Friday at the Biden White House, I know we can tell the story now. He actually called you when you were live on Special Report with Bret Baier, and he told you something that nobody knows.
He did. I feel like I can say this now because it never happened. He called me, and initially he told me it's nothing personal, pal, that he said a bad word. And he also said, and this was at the tail end of COVID, he said he would have me in for lunch when it was safe. Right. Well, I think his lunch card is probably filled. It never happened. So it was never safe to have lunch with me.
Yeah, no kidding. So, and when Jen Psaki left a couple of years ago, on the way out, when you famously took a picture with her, you asked her, now he's going to remember about the lunch, right?
The lunch never happened. Yeah, I've told many people about the lunch. The lunch never happened. I did not pack a lunch today. Fridays, I'm usually out of leftovers, so we're out here.
So in other words, if somebody from the White House is watching right now, you are available to have lunch with the president.
I don't know how many TVs are still turned on in there. It seems like people don't want to watch the coverage of what's happening. In fact, I was walking through the press area, and a lot of the picture frames are empty now. I don't know if this is people from the press who are just taking pictures off the wall or if the Biden people are going to take pictures of the president, but there are empty picture frames, and I think a lot of turned off TVs inside right now.
All right, Peter. Thank you for revealing that big secret. He promised you lunch, and he never did it.
And he called...
Promise broken.
And he called you, what was the pony soldier?
Horse-faced. That was before he was president. He said I was a one-horse pony. And you know what? I will always try. I don't know. I have not covered the Trump White House much, but covered him over the last 10 years or so. Very interested to see what kind of creative nicknames he could possibly come up.
Well,
I'm
if
sure
Donald
he's
Trump,
watching right now, he's got a whole plane ride to think about.
Right. And Peter, if Donald Trump invited you to lunch, you would have lunch. Just saying.
Hey, Mr. President, I'll be here on Monday. So if Obama and Bush and Clinton are going to skip your inaugural lunch, I'm free. I can be there.
All right.
All right. Thanks.
Always
Peter.
looking to.
Hey, here's the big thing, guys. The Democratic Party has never been this divided. Now, I'm seeing a lot of internal power struggles. Isn't that insane what Chuck Schumer was saying to Biden to pressure him out of there? Democratic Party appears increasingly divided. Top leaders like Schumer allegedly sidelining Joe Biden. Absolutely insane stuff. The drama doesn't stop from the Democratic Party. You know, this reminds me back to the time when Obama was running for office and had won. And I was like, man, the Democratic Party looks so strong right now because Obama had come in, he had unified the party, and the Republicans were like running, like they were out of their minds, right? There was no structure, no organization. They were losing it. This is the exact same thing, but it's in reverse, where Donald Trump came in, he unified the Republican Party. The Democrats are in complete fallout. And I'll say this, way worse than Obama and the Republicans. Like, the Democratic Party has not handled this well at all. And really the issue with them is just that they're putting their agenda over their leadership. That move that Schumer did, that suggests a focus on preserving political agenda rather than supporting Biden's leadership. And what you have to do, guys, is you have to get behind your leader. If you're not behind your leader, then the whole thing implodes. So that's why you got to be very careful to make sure you put the right person up there in the first place. But then when you do, you got to get behind that leader. You got to push. You got to support. What's crazy to me is everyone's like, Donald Trump is a divider. Well, no, hold on. He has unified the Republican Party like no president in my lifetime. Maybe not anyone, all the way back to Ronald Reagan. He rivals Ronald Reagan. I don't know. But put it in the chat, guys. Who has been more of a unifier for the Republican Party, Ronald Reagan or Donald Trump? Let me know what you think. But the Democrats are turning on their own. Their willingness to pressure their own president out of office, out of the race, that raises some serious questions about loyalty and unity. And I'll tell you this, it doesn't just bring up questions, it seals the deal. The Democrats don't have any loyalty. They're not loyal people. And right now, there is zero unity in the Republican Party. It has completely devolved from the Obama era into complete discord. And everyone fighting, everyone bickering, everyone talking bad, everyone stabbing you in the back, like from behind. Like, it is absolutely ridiculous what is going on in the Democratic Party, but it has given the Republicans a chance to come in and show what true, strong leadership really looks like. Hey, guys, I do appreciate everyone for watching the video all the way to this point. If you have, you are a real one. Hit that subscribe button. Join the community, because we're trying to grow a group of people, trying to bring everyone together that really believe that they can make a difference for this country. And guys, I want to say thanks for leaving a like. Those likes really do help out the channel. So hit that like button, the thumbs up like button, because it helps out the algorithm and helps this video get shown to more people. All right, guys, I appreciate everyone. Keep fighting the good fight, and I will see you again with another video later on today. Take it easy.